even get to cross.
Hey boys, first ever AKE podcast. Sorry about the wait. We've been having a little bit of tough technical difficulties. We've been looking at getting this up for a bit, so we're going to go ahead and just start it off. The purposes of these podcasts are going to be to relay to you guys goals, tell you specific numbers that we've hit, tell you about emerging markets, shout out some of the new people. We've had a lot of significant rookies come on who've done very well. And we've also had a lot of vets who've been in the game for a minute who've continued to produce at a high level. So we'll be making announcements on this podcast in the nature of competitions we'll be running, shout outs to vets and new rookies, any new emerging markets we have, and then going over kind of the last quarter of business and giving you an outlook of where we are and where we should be at over the next 3 months. So I'll just kind of kick it off with some of the numbers here. I just would like to shout out pretty much the whole company. I'll make a few individual shout outs, but I'd like to just give you guys an idea of what you guys have gone and accomplished over the past month. So we're just tracking the last 30 knocking days. We've put up about 4,000 appointments. 3,898 appointments were set. We closed on about 463 new deals, and we generated about $20 million in sold revenue. So anyone who was part of that, go ahead and give yourself a hand. I think those are pretty spectacular numbers. To kind of put that into perspective, in the month of January, $6.7 million in commission was created. So I think that's pretty wild. The paychecks over the next 3 to 6 weeks should be as fat as ever. And I've been searching around trying to find other companies and get some idea of metrics of where we're at in the marketplace, but over 400 sales in 30 days. I'll kind of move along here. Is anyone in the chat? Let's take a look and see who's talking. Joe, are you in deals? This is the heathen music. All right, we got Joey, we got Joseph Smith. Looks like Justice, you're still on. Cheyenne. Looks like we got a pretty good participation rate. How many people we got in here, Connor? 19. About 19 people so far. And we'll have people coming in and out of deals. Joey Sissio, hopefully you're still on here. Austin Griffs. So I'd like to give a couple shout outs to some of the newer guys. As we progress on, we're going to add graphics. And we're going to go ahead and put up a leaderboard each week. We're going to put up the top rookies, the top veterans, the top appointments set, the top appointments sat, and then the close ratio of all the closers and all the setters. So if you make any of the top 10 boards, we're going to go ahead and start marking people on the top 10 of the company and keeping track of that over each quarter over quarter. For making the top 10 on the boards, we're going to have prizes. We're going to keep track of swag bonuses, and we're going to have earnouts on all types of new materials and swag. So Cheyenne's hard at work chefing up some of the new swag. Shout out to anyone who got some of the new swag from Cheyenne over the past month. I think we sent out to every office. We're planning on ordering probably $100,000 to $200,000 worth of more swag over the next month or two, and we'll be distributing that to all the offices and making sure everyone's kicking the new gear. So next thing we had on the docket here was kind of kicking off and shouting out some of the new reps. So we'll be opening 2 new offices in Florida this month. They'll actually be going live in the next 7 days. So we'll have Cape Coral. That'll be headed by Kellen and Austin down in southwest Florida. And then we'll also be opening Broward County, and that'll be headed up by Mike Jonovich. So we'll be adding them to all the feeds. We'll be bouncing ideas off each other, and if anyone reaches out to you, be sure to always serve others first and give a helping hand to those guys. But I'd really like to shout out Kellen Isaac on production. He was part of the West Palm Beach preseason a few months back, early December, and correct me if I'm wrong, he's closed 35, 40 deals so far. Closed about 40 deals since December, so the guy's crushing it. He's 8 to 10 a week every week, and I think we can all learn a lot from some of the new blood that's coming in. So over the course of the next 1 to 2 months, we're gonna have lots of video series being released. I'm sure a lot of you got access to the door-to-door university trainings this week. We have a very close relationship with D2D-Con, Sam Taggart, and a lot of their bomb squad guys. So we'll be having different trainings coming in and out. We'll be trying to provide as much value to the offices as possible with veteran leadership, different perspectives, and some of the industry leaders visiting your guys' sites, giving you one-on-one trainings, and then also giving you access to a video library the size of what Vivint had when I first started. So it's Solar 101. When you bring new reps on, you guys will have an integrated path to show them how to sell it, to teach them about the base products, and to get people setting and closing appointments faster. So our goal is to be the best possible vehicle for you as a salesperson in order to drive an install. That's going to include sales compliance, sales training. It's going to include all of our current CRM management, our back of house support, and then of course 21 days or die to get that glass on the roof. So to give you guys an overview of what's been going on in the back of house operations, we've bought, labeled, and outfitted 17 new ProMaster 2500s. I don't know if any of you guys follow my social media, but you'll see these like large vans, and that's called a ProMaster 2500. It's got a ton of branding in it. It's got giant AKE all over the sides. So we got about 17 of those on the roads right now, along with 4 to 8 Toyota Tundras that will be pulling a trailer, and they'll be marked as AKE. So a big push that I have to use our brand and our marketing moving forward is any time that we have installs scheduled on the calendar and we know we're going to have a branded vehicle on site, I'm going to send that to each local manager and allow you guys to knock around the vehicle as it's installing. I believe in Daytona, we sent out a feed where we actually had 2 installs simultaneously going on in the same neighborhood with both trucks pulled up. And it was a great job to piggyback off that branding, off that visibility, to go bring legitimacy to what you're doing and help you guys sell more. So that's going to be a huge emphasis for us over this next 2021, is just bringing more value, continuing to create ways for you guys to build value on the door, as well as with training and recruiting. Obviously, with some of the new red lines we've rolled out, we've seen a lot of new recruiting. People have actually recruited on dealerships over the past 30 days and increased their downlines by 30 to 50 dudes. So to give you an idea of the scope of people selling in Florida right now, we're going to have about 350 to 700 people selling in Florida over the next 2 quarters. So we'll have almost 1,000 salespeople spread out across 8 different offices, and then also encompassing all of Central Florida. That's going to kind of lead me into my next point, which is going to be talking about some of the new states we're going to be opening up. So you guys will be able to have reciprocity across the states, same systems, same installs times, same process. And let me look down at some notes here. We're going to go ahead and be installing in South Carolina, Georgia, Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. And we're planning on having all those states live in the next 2 quarters. So by quarter 4 of this year, you guys are going to be able to stake territories in Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma, as well as Florida. So we will be in 6 states by the end of the year. I've texted out in the feed a couple times some of our goals, some of our growth strategy, and to give you guys a preview on which ones are going live this quarter we'll have Arkansas and Missouri will both be live. So we've got Joey Scariano starting up in Arkansas. I believe Gary Bordeaux's up there with Jack West, kind of planting the flag and testing out Arkansas if they're not frozen over by ice. Not sure if you guys have seen the storm hitting the Midwest, but people are ice skating in Texas, and I think Arkansas is getting hit pretty hard, so hopefully they make it. Send them a text with some love. But we will be opening up Arkansas and Missouri. Those will both be active within the next 30 days. So if you guys wanted to blitz any teams, if you felt like you were a little raw in area or you wanted to give it a rest and blitz somewhere else, we are going to be opening up a blitz model to any of those states that we just described. So kind of just getting back into it here, we're looking over kind of some of our new tournaments and some of our programs that we'll be running, some of our competitions. So Kona, I don't know if you can put up on the screen. We're going to be running a Masters competition. So I know a lot of you guys are golfers. Yeah. A lot of you guys are golfers, so we're going to be running a competition called the Masters. We're going to crown the champions with green jackets. Gold jackets, who gives a, right? But green jackets are going to be the prize. This competition is going to run from March 1st to April 10th. We're putting $60,000 to $80,000 worth of prizes in the prize bucket for you guys to win. The jacket will be presented to the winning group. Everyone will receive a green jacket on the final Sunday of the Masters, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to kind of run through some of the bigger items here that you can win during the process. You want to throw those up on screen, Connor? Okay. So we've got coolers. These will be branded AKE coolers. They're really awesome. Take them to the beach. Take them on vacation. If you guys like to have a good time on Saturday or Sunday, sit back, relax, put something cold in there. We're also going to be rolling out some larger items. This will be some of the largest prizes we've ever offered, but we'll have a actual physical golf cart that we'll be rolling out. So a branded golf cart, AKE black on black with the large tires and rims. Whether you just want to cruise around your neighborhood and show it off or go knocking it. Not sure what you're going to do there, but if you want to hit the course with it, that'll be cool too. We're also going to crown the champions. It'll be the top office during this time. The champions will be crowned with a trophy. So the trophy will be AKE Masters 2021, and we'll have an office championship. And once we get down to that final bracket, we'll see who can win this bad boy. So along the way there, we're also going to have between $60,000 and $80,000 worth of swag. Cheyenne will be rolling out the new summer line. What you call it? The fall line? Spring line. The only one I didn't say, right? So we'll be rolling out the spring line, but along with that, we are going to be offering a lot of different swag, a lot of different combinations. So different shirt colors, different pants, shoes, hats, badge IDs, different versions of the same unit, so we don't have to always wear the same swag every day. I know that's been a big pain point for some of the offices is they want more options, they want more swag, they want more colors. So we're fixing to deliver there, and that'll all be rolled out through the Masters program. So to kind of reiterate, let's go over that one more time. We've got the Masters program. It's running from March 1st to April 10th. April 10th will be the final Sunday of the Masters, which you guys will probably all watch on TV. This is a large golfing organization in our AKE salespeople. So April 10th is the final Sunday of the Masters, and that's when we'll actually crown the champion that week. So by Saturday, we'll have tallied the numbers. Hopefully we'll have no cheating, no fudging of the numbers, and we're going to audit the competition and make sure that on Sunday we crown the correct champion. So on Sunday, we'll have ready to roll out the green jacket anointment ceremony, and then also the office will receive the 2021 Masters Cup. The championship is for obviously the cup and the swag and the prizes along the way. During this time, top rep, top setter are going to be winning some of the bigger competition bonuses, and we're going to go top set and close combination is going to win, which I'm sure you're all most interested in, the golf cart. So 2 of those golf carts will be part of the package, and from the winning team, we'll have the top setter and the top closer will both be receiving an AKE black on black large branded golf cart. So whether you're a golfer or not, these are fun as hell. Take them out around the neighborhood or put them on the course, whatever you like. So, yeah, guys, I think although we had a little bit of trouble getting on today, the broadcasts are just going to continue to get better and better. I'd like to talk a little bit about our current office structures and where we're currently at. So we've got our Pensacola office, we've got our Panama City office, we've got our Tampa office, we've got our Orlando office, we've got our Daytona office, our West Palm Beach office, our Cape Coral, and our Broward County. So spread out across those offices, that's 8 offices in Florida. We're hoping to expand to 12 offices in Florida this year. We are selectively picking out towns and places where we can grow and expand some of our downlines. A lot of people have asked if they can open a new market or a new area. So we're trying to create the availability for you guys to go sell in a good market and stake your claim as a manager here. Over the next 30 days, a lot will be rolling out here with our equity programs. So a big point of emphasis for us this year was to design and create an equity program that's not just 30% of some fake, vague number. We want to create actual equity shares per account sold. And so that's going to be a major emphasis for our company over the next 30 days as we position ourselves to go install 400, 500, 600 accounts a month. We will be generating a large book of business, and we'll be looking to capitalize on that business through investments, through potentially going public at some point. And a lot of times salespeople will sell a product one time and get no value for it. So our goal here is to make sure that every time you make a sale, there's a set value on that sale, and that set value goes into a pot, which you guys will then be able to make a second revenue line on during investments, during initial public offerings. And we pretty much have the same strategy as Vivint. So we've been around a lot of companies. I see a lot of excitement. There was some change in leadership in some of the offices, and it opened up brand new opportunities. And I've been really pleasantly surprised at everyone who stepped up into leadership roles and taken that opportunity to go grow. It's been really refreshing to see people just so excited to go stake their claim and be a big piece of a bigger whole. So I love that about you guys. Everyone's always been so tenacious, so willing, and so aggressive towards making sure that they have a future that suits them, and they're designing their own life, and they're not letting anyone else design it for them. So I think you guys have done a great job over this past few weeks. I like to always emphasize kind of what you guys have done to put it into perspective. I mean, we talked about it a little bit at the podcast, but 463 sales in 30 knocking days is just sick production. You guys are up 110% over last year's numbers. Last year, our best sales month ever was 180 accounts. So, I mean, we've sold over 4 megawatts in 30 days. We've set over 3,000 appointments. We've created 4 new sales office, and we're turning on 2 new states to operate and sell in. So I think we've done a great job at responsible growth. And now what we need from people is to go step up and be a leaders in your market, in your area, and decide how you guys want to go grow yourselves. Design your own life. Don't wait for us to tell you how to do it. Go take it and make sure that you're putting people always in the proper position to succeed. So as always, that's what I'd like to go over. But like I said, as we move forward with these podcasts, we're going to get a little bit more organized. This is step 1 in a 10,000 step journey. And I'd love to start showcasing some of our office spaces, some of the legitimate buildings and operational talent that we've acquired. And I think you guys will be happy to see that because everyone's kind of in their own little bubbles. They never get to see the full operation here. And we've really had a great time building this thing, and we've built something that's significant, and it's actually very impressive. So we'll be showcasing different things that we do here in the office. We'll be giving you guys a peek behind the scenes, and we'll be showing you guys all the stuff that you've helped contribute to build. So we're super excited to open these new markets. There's all kinds of brand new programs opening all over the United States right now, especially with the current administration extending the ITC even another 60 months. So we have another 5-year runway to go sell solar in states like Missouri and Arkansas and Georgia they're opening up net metering programs and offering insane benefits to the customer. So they're areas that haven't been hit, they're virgin territories, and we're looking to aggressively expand our operation in all those areas. So, as always, we want to take over the world, but we want to do it responsibly. And I'd like to just reiterate how we want to do that. We want to serve others first. We always want to put others before ourselves to help them get what they want so that we can get what we want in return. We want to have extreme accountability within the company, both operational integrity and sales integrity. The best sales tactic is always to be honest, and the best operation tactic is always to be honest. Honesty always wins in the transaction. So although we're going to have a lot of sympathy for you, we might not have much empathy, but we'd like to hold people accountable under that. We'd also like to have a lot of discipline, and that's something where I think we can provide a large structure and give you guys more and be a better product for you guys to use as your installer. All we are is just a vehicle for you guys to acquire wealth, to gain knowledge, to create revenue, and to go build your own lives. So we look at ourselves just as much as a product as a client might look at a solar panel as a product. So every day we focus on how can we make the sales more efficient? How can we make it easier to sell? How can we install faster? How can we pay quicker? So over time we've been able to keep making that efficient and keep paying more, and we hope to keep that same trend over all of 2021. But to kind of end things off here, killer month. You guys absolutely crushed it. You 2x'd any month that we've ever sold before, and that's only January. Can you imagine what you guys will do in June, July, and August? If we go sell 800 accounts, I'll do my best back here to install them all for you, but the sales growth we've seen has been sick, and it's all because of you guys. So thanks so much for tuning into the podcast. Like I said, we'll be more structured. We'll have more graphics that we can put up, and we'll have kind of a daily routine. We'll give you guys company news. We'll go over leaderboards. We'll talk about the new rookies who are shining. We'll talk about some of the vets who are really performing. We'll keep you guys updated on new markets as they become available. And then, like I said, we'll give you a peek behind the scenes here to show you what the operation's doing and how we're growing it. So, again, peace and love to everybody on the call. Thank you so much for tuning in, and can't wait till next week.
I said I'm moving too far.